So, when I was reviewing all the works that I have done, I realized I've done all the there was Araw-Araw, there was I Wanna Be Happy, there was Nothing More. So, sa writer ako, nakapaborito ko. Siguro nakasama siya as Condemned ni Mario O'Hara. And then, remember there was a time that every Wednesday, I believe, or Tuesday, I would be in ABS with Tita Glo because of the shooting, the taping of Palibhasa ang Lalaki. So that was about 6 years. So it was only recently that we barely had any contact. And I realized that when we gave her a parangal last year in for the FTC, it's parangal ng Sine, that Marites said that she was already incapable of going out of the house and it was no longer safe for her because of her age. So I felt bad. I felt bad about it because the last time I saw her was in Joel Amangan's Rainbow Sunset. Yeah, and in a way I'm sad, but in a way I'm glad. I'm sad because she's no longer with us. But she has left such a big body of works. And more than the body of works, the life she has lived. As an example of what it is to be not only a professional, but to be a good human being on the set, which seems to be lacking nowadays among the new generation. Even to the very last day that I talked to her, she was still the same Gloria Romero. I think what is outstanding about her is her humility and her concern for people. And may anecdote binigay yung si Georgie Tabutin, who was our PM when we were doing the latest. Na nung dumating si Tita Gloria, so alagaan mo si Tita Gloria. Pagbaba ni Tita Gloria, may mga dalang gamit. Pinupukan ng PM namin, sabi, no, kunin mo sa yaya ko, mas matanda yung yaya. So, hindi mo na makahanap yung ganong klase mga tao sa set.
Sa Palibhasa, Direk, anong funny anecdote or unforgettable anecdote mo?
The first time I saw her in Palibhasa, sabi niya sa akin, naloloka ako sa role na binigay mo. Hindi ba? Sabi kasi mahanap kami ng role ng isang lasengka. Hindi ba? Na may mga, si Tita Minerva Chavez na may mga alak na nakata. Nung kinakasama niya, uusap kami ni Douglas, sinong magandang nanay ni Cynthia Patag? Sabi ko, let's look for somebody na hindi mo ang pamniwala ang nanay ni Cynthia Patag na lasengka. So names came out ako. Si Gloria Romero, can you imagine the Virgin Mary being the nanay of Cynthia Patag na tumutungga ng alak? And she did it so well. Did it so well.
Meron ba siyang input na...
She made it her own.
Okay.
Isa pang naalala ko, my God. May isang taping kami ng Palibhasa lalaki. May artista, babae. Ako po si Cynthia Patag naglalandscape. Andito si Gloria Romero. Andito si Cynthia Patag. Andito yung artistang babae. Makain kami ganyan. May dumaan na babae. Sabi ni Cynthia Patag, Die! Kuha pa akong tubig. Sabi ni Gloria Romero. Sabi nung guest ang babae, Mama, ako rin po ako ng tubig. Nanay pala ng artista doon. Tawa kami ng taong talaga hindi kami makatawa, pero si Tita Gloria, Cynthia. She had a way. And well, I'm going there after this, and wow. I mean, they don't make stars like her. Yo.
So Direk, you'll be in your hands are full. First quarter pa lang namin. Because of ang grabe, ang dami-daming kailangan gawin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Kasi, Lar, pag nakikita mo ang sitwasyon ngayon ng Philippine movies, ang dami talagang dapat gawin. At this point, it is survival. At this point, it is survival. Although we are doing cartwheels of great joy because of the success of Hello, Love Again, and well, the success of Vice Ganda's Breadwinner, and then Green Bones. We can't just have 3 successful movies a year. That does not make an industry. And ang wish ko lang is that we think in a much larger sense. We globalize. That we stop thinking that the Philippines is the only market, but we are capable of doing films of international caliber, which I think we can, because that's the only way for us to survive.
At sabi mo nga kanina, parang ang napo-foresee mo is ang laki ng potential ng mga documentary.
Yeah, documentary tsaka ano. Oo. Kasi ang gagaling ng Pinoy eh. Pero kasi nakatutok lang tayo sa isang pananaw, kailangan lawakan natin ng pananaw at bigyan natin ng opportunities, lalo na yung mga young filmmakers, to see that there are other options along the way.
So will you be open to like doing a parang workshop for aspiring documentary?
Oh yeah, we just did one kung Taskovsky, tinapos namin. And then gagawa pa kami ng workshop naman sa animation. We'll have a lot of festivals, okay, a lot of showings. So, dapat tuloy-tuloy.
At pag nag-workshop, are you going to invite yung mga popular documentaries?
Ay, oo. We hope to show, okay? I was talking to Cara Magsano, okay, and then we're setting a meeting, okay, with Cara and then Monster Jimenez. We want to sit down so that we can have more possibility. Kung kayo sa News and Current Affairs, ang daming documentarians ninyo. An example, sa GMA, si Sunshine. Documentarian niya, naggumawa ng feature film, hindi ba? So, makikita natin yung possibility eh.
Ayun. And aside from that, direct, ang daming may may sinisinta. Ayun. And ang daming excited.
I mean, we hope so. At saka, excited kami doon sa World Cinema kasi ito yung mga pelikula na hindi otherwise mapapanood ng mga katulad ni Alan Chutes na interesado sa pelikula. Kasi alam mo na hindi mo mapapanood yan dito eh. Pero that's why we go abroad and we get licenses to show it here for 1 or 2 years. Tapos eventually, lalagay namin sa Netflix yan.
Oo. So, hindi ba mahirap na
mahirap itong trabaho ko. Alam mo, hanggang ngayon, hindi ko pa napapatawad si Tirso Cruz III at napasubok niya. Sabi niya, 1 year and a half. Okay, sabi ko 1 year. Tingnan natin, sabi ko. Pero mahirap siya. Itas, tsaka, alam, biglang mo nakapolo barong ako. Pink. Pink. Mahirap na ito. Pero, wala eh. I mean, it's not that there is no other option, but then I'm having fun because at my age, I'm still learning. If there is any good benefit that this has brought my life, ang dami ko natututunan sa edad ko.
At ano naman, at least, passion ko naman yung pinagkakaabalahan.
Passion ko talaga. 2 points. Passion ko ang film and passion ko ang education. So, napagsama ko yung dalawa. Kasi ipinarating namin na wala na yung mga dating pelikula, gone. A lot was also lost, remember? Like si Regal, nung nagkasunog. Hindi ba na binomba? Ano? Binomba kasi ng tubig. Yung wala eh. Tsaka wala namang kasi archiving was never a priority. Nung panahon.
It's never a thing.
Yeah, it's never a thing. Dati nun gumawa ng archive sa sa Manila Film Center, puta. Tabi ng dagat yun, so yung salt. Yeah.
Sayang talaga. Yes.
Hindi nasunog, wala nang negatibo.
Nabasa na.
Nawala na negatibo. Hanggang makaroon ng teknolohiya na yung VHS pwede mong i-restore into broadcast quality. Wala. Yun. Pinahanap namin, pinahalugog namin ngayon.
So, how do you prioritize what you're going to do?
Sa FDCP?
FDCP.
Right now, ang priority is sustainability ng industry. Ang priority namin ngayon is to how to encourage producers to keep on making films.